Notice the timeline hearings and orders for purposes of Section West Virginia Administrative Procedure Act. Interested parties meeting with the owners, executive interest, oil, gas, targeted formation, horizontal well unit included. Unlocatable interest owner, executive interest within the tract with a portion of tracts included with a horizontal well unit and subject application horizontal well unit order unleased oil and gas to be included horizontal well units. Operators all target information acreage in the horizontal unit. Operators the oil and gas well with a located unit with a habit to drill throughout with the target formation. Bonded operators well drill throughout with the target formation or not within the horizontal well unit but located with 500 hour feet but approved horizontal well unit boundary. Executive interest order of the owner interest. Target information not located with the horizontal well unit located within 500 proposed horizontal well unit may submit written comments regarding horizontal well unit applicant with the time before and starting in hearing regarding applicant. No interested party that may participate in the hearing may not have the right to appeal the commission's decision regarding the application. Each notice issued within the sections described the area with the horizontal well unit and proposed with the recognized the narrative term with the contains with the trust information essential for the given the proper notice include with the time and the date with the place for the hearing is set. It is practical the commission shall establish website with the 3 business with the day of filing the application under the section. The commission shall publish for the website copy with the horizontal well application notice required for the published pursuant to section 5 of this article. Proposed horizontal well unit plat file with the application both with the identification of horizontal well unit application index by the content. County district with the majority acreage of the but include with the proposed horizontal well unit is located so that the complaint notice of the application is readily accessible. Timely publication website with the period of 10 business days shall be the notice of all the operators upon request of the interested party of the commission. The commission shall conduct the hearing and receive the evidence regarding application. Interested parties may participate in any of the hearings held regarding application order shall be the final order. No hearing request and commission interested parties within 15 days with the notice of the application posted with the commission website in accordance with the Subdivision 2 subsection of the commission may impose with the proper order with the provide with a copy of the proposed order with the notice of the right with the appeal with the commission request for the hearings of all interested party interested aggregated with the proposed order with the appeal with the proposed order with the commission with the request for the hearing. The notice of the appeal request of the hearing shall be made within 15 days into the proposed order with the appeal with the request hearing shall be received within 15 days with the proposed order shall become final with the hearing as request of the hearing shall be commenced with the 45 days of the issuance of the initial notice. The commission may upon written request extend with the date of the hearing provide with the hearing by conveyed 45 days with the initial notice of the issue with the commission. The commission shall within 20 days of the hearing enter for the order authorizing unit to administer the application on the good cause of the continue the process. At least 10 days of the hearing with consider the applicant with horizontal well unit or applicant shall file with an independent third-party attorney or accountant selected by the chair of the commission with a summary of the prevailing economic terms of the lease of the proposed horizontal wells relating to the target formation of the application or operator. Included bonus payment per net mineral acre production royalty rate included whether the production royalty is subject to the production post-production expenses. Prevailing amounts provided with the executive interest royal owners per net mineral acre with a modification will leave with the relating to the target information proposed unit with the applicant with the operator to allow leave the unit type with the lease track with the other tracks prove the drilling horizontal well. Independent third party selecting chair of the commission shall review the economic information filed with the applicant with determine the accuracy upon completion with his or her review shall submit with a report with the commission specifying with the following information inclusion with the commission with the horizontal well unit order. Weighted average monetary bonus paid per mineral acre with the executive interest or over the applicant in connection with the owner lease for the chain with the target formation control for the applicant horizontal well unit is provided in 22C with the 97AF6, 22C and 97AF7 and B2 of this code with the weighted average production the highest royalty percentage of the calculated net mineral acre base for lease in the same target formation. Controlled application horizontal well unit is provided in 22C with the 97AF6 of this code and 3 highest production royalty percentage unit connection with the other leases, same target formation control of the applicant horizontal well unit date with the 24 months proceeding with the applicant date is provided in 22C with the 97AF7B2 of this code. The reasonable fees explained with the independent third party selected by the chair of the commission review with the information filed with the applicant render his or her report over the commission pursuant with the subsection shall be paid with the applicant when filing information with the independent third party selected by the chair commission the applicant may mark with a summary of the prevailing economic term of the lease with the amounts paid with the lease modifications associated documents as confidential exchange with the documentation contained with the confidential commercial information. Any other marked confidential may only be with the independent third party selected by the chair of the commission purpose of performing his or her review preparation submission his or her report to the commission by the court purpose of the appeal pursuant with chapter 22C 97 AG 5 of this code. All information marked confidential pursuant to the subdivision that retain the character any of the court competent jurisdiction of the appeal. Applicant may file over the motion of the court seeking to have the document sealed withheld with the public record of the appeal with the final order of the commission pertaining to the horizontal well unit order. Furthermore, information marked confidential pursuant to the subdivision except for the disclosure 22B11 and 10 sequence of this code. In order establishing a horizontal well drilled unit for dismissing applications of the final order, interested parties agree that the order may seek the judicial review pursuant to section 11 of this article. Notice the appeal has been made in accordance 22C with 911 of this code 15 days after the entry of the order. If no appeals have to proceed with the 15 day of the order shall become. Unit orders do not grant surface rights. Horizontal well unit order section does not grant otherwise activity surface rights provided with the limiting of the foregoing noted and with the drilling limited initiated upon the surface disturbance occur upon surface above the track of the minerals those forests in the unit pursuant with this section without owner's consent. Commission approval required certain additional drilling. The filing application horizontal well unit order may not be well with the drill complete with the target formation proposed horizontal well units unless the authorized by the Commission. Contemporary permit application authorized notwithstanding even the contrary to Chapter 22.6A1 and 10 sequence of code of the filing application horizontal well unit under pursuant to this section. Applicant may file an applicant well work permit under Chapter 22.6A1 and 10 sequence of the code proposed the development of horizontal well unit if the unit is ordered or sought. A party may appear in person. Any hearing interested party may represent themselves. May be represented with an attorney in law. No provision section altered with the common with this law state regarding deduction post production. Expensive for the purpose of the calculating royalty conflicting resolution effective with the date with this section. All of the applicant requesting utilization horizontal well will be filed with the pursuit in the section of the deep well horizontal unit applications filed with the effective date of the section shall continue with the pursuit with the use are governed by the provision section 7 of this article with respect to horizontal well units. Applicant with the file with the effective date with the section conflicts section 7 of this article with the provision section shall prevail with considering applicant pursuant to this section regardless rules regarding deep wells promulgated with effect with the date with the section shall not apply. Unknown unlocatable interest owners, notwithstanding with the existence of the owning unlocatable interest owners, horizontal well unit owner may be entered with the development and drilling production may occur with the horizontal well unit. Unknown unlocatable interest owners with the oil and gas may be in place, not subject to relief of the consideration to be had with the unelected to receive the utilization consideration and leave the interest of the oil and gas mineral estate with the target formation applicant pursuant to Chapter 22C, 97A, F7B of this code. Unknown unlocatable interest owners working interest property subject with the lease of before application horizontal well unit filed pursuant to the section that shall be considered to be elected to participate with the drilling in a horizontal well unit carry base pursuant to Title 22C with 97A F9 and 22C 97A F10 of this code. Opportunities for the owners to acquire interest with the unknown unlocatable interest owners with the oil and gas underlying horizontal well unit. When the interest of the unknown unlocatable interest owner property to include with the horizontal well unit if the applicant is not filed with and proceed pursuant to the title Chapter 5512A1 and 10 seek with an enticed lease on the conveyance of the mineral interest owned by missing unknown owners, abandoning owners with respect to the interest of the unknown with the unlocatable interest owner with the horizontal well unit taxes with the unknown unlocatable interest owner property are non-delinquent, then after the horizontal well unit order is entered for the commission, the applicant shall inform the parties of the paying of the taxes surveying surface underlying the portion of the oil and gas included with the horizontal well unit of the surface owners and may inquire to underlying interest of the unknown unlocatable interest owner with the horizontal well unit with the proceeding pursuant with the subsection of the information about the interest may be obtained with the applicant upon the written request of the applicant of the surface owners. Applicant shall, to the extent of the practical of the circumstance for ownership of the request of surface owners of the following information provided by the applicant is not required to provide confidential trade secret attorney-client communications, attorney work product. Identification of the last known owner, information possession applicant regarding the last known with identity with address, the interest believed by held by unknown unlocatable interest owner, fix unknown unlocatable interest owner, such other information known as the applicant might be help in identifying and locating potential owner thereof, the copy of the most recent record instrument embracing the interest unknown unlocatable interest owners as necessary to show the vesting of the title of the minerals of the last record order of the title of the minerals, acreage of the tract with the net acreage unknown unlocatable mineral owners in tract with the amount of money point with which the surface owners were entitled upon the request when upon unlocatable interest of the oil and gas included the horizontal horizontal well unit owner of the surface of an honor or overlying in the interest of the verified petition with respect to the over the interest unknown and unlocatable interest owners. Who the horizontal well unit underlying surface of the owner property with the circuit's court with the majority of the property subject to the petition authorized by subsection is located jurisdiction of the proceeding the petition shall refer to subsection identifying oil and gas property subject to the petition. Preparing any such petition shall be reviewed with the court in order with the case of the defendant that has heir successor assigned with the defendant who does not appear to be claiming the ownership of the defendant with the interest for 5 years after the date of the unit over the orders filed with the claims of the defendant with the oil and the gas mineral interest upon over the subsection subject to the horizontal well unit order leases the terms approved by the commission on the day of the petitioners. If any of the proceeding authorized subsection of the circuit court with a petition with his files shall consider the property with his subject for this petition leave of the participating operative of the horizontal well unit and other terms of the determined by the commission. Person filing petition owner subsection shall join with the defendant's action unknown unlocatable interest owners have the record title of the particular oil and gas mineral such a petition unknown heirs successor of the assigners or all such owners are not to be alive with all the person not being not in being who have sought some of the contingent future interest therein. All persons who are being or not being having interest of the present future of the contingent in all mineral interest subject to the petition shall be found fully bound with the proceedings under the subsection. Any owner overlaying surface of the tract that shall be joined with the petitioner and with the proceeding any of the person purporting unknown and unlocatable interest on with the heirs successor of the assignment of the unknown unlocatable interest of the owners may appear with the matter of the right at any time of the prior entry judgment confirming the deed authorized with the subsection for the purpose of establishing his or her title with a mineral interest subject to the position with the appearing unknown with the unlocatable interest owner with the claim and the established satisfaction with the court shall dismiss the action to the appearing with the owner's interest without cost and fee of the damages provided with the appearance of the formerly unknown with the unlocatable interest owner with the result of the filing with the petition so for the owner with the pursuit of the subsection within the court order may order petition responsible for proportionate attorney's fee with the cost to be paid with the petitioner out of the amounts paid with the formerly unknown unlocatable interest owner. And the court may appoint a special commissioner at any time of the delivery deed with a petition with a provided hearing within the 5 years after the first production report of the state of the curve of the 1 year after the first publication so for the petition under the subsection that is made with which is later. Special commissioner shall be an attorney to be duly admitted with the practice before the West Virginia Supreme Court of Appeals in good standing but not required to be given a bond. If the petitioners do not agree with the interest of each of the clause of the deed with the contemplated herein with the division A of the monies associated therewith, the court shall equatable determine the interest of the petitioners. 7. If any of the action of a subsection with a personal suit with the process is possible, the shall be made with the provided West Virginia rules civil procedure. And in addition, immediately following the completion, petitioner shall publish a class to the legal advisor advertisement complying with the provision chapters 59, 3, 1, and 10 sequence of this code in the county where any of the part of the oil and gas mineral estate that described the petition will lie within and immediately adjacent counties no later than the first day of the publication files a list depends of the notes of the county clerks of the office of the county with which petition is filed with the county which is a large part of the oil and gas mineral estate that describe the petition lies. Both the advertisement list of the dependency of the notice shall be set forth with the name of the petition for the defendant as they are known to exercise the reasonable diligence petition or last known address as the date of the record of the data of the instrument of the conveyance of the immediately created with the created oil and gas mineral interest. Adequate description of the land is contained therein, source of the title of the last known owner of the oil and gas mineral interest. 5. The statement of the action brought with the purpose of authorizing payments for the horizontal well unit hereby in any case of the defendant, heir, successor assigned to any of the defendant who does not appear to claim ownership of the defendant interest within 5 years after the date of the court order a conveyance of the defendant's oil and gas mineral interest under the subsection to the lease term of the determine the commission of the horizontal well unit or if the owner surface are overlying with the oil and gas mineral interest. In addition, with the petitioner shall send with the notice of the certified mail return receipt request as the last known address if there is one and all named defendant. In addition, with the court may order with the advertisement elsewhere by additional means if there is reason to believe that additional advertisement might result with identifying and locating unknown unlocatable interest owners. Alright, 9. Upon finding the court present ownership of the petition with the surface of the state of the court shall order for the special commission for the convey of the proven surface where of the subject of the horizontal well unit or the lease terms of the proof of the commission of the mineral estate interest specified in the petition authorized herein by deed substantial in the form of the file of the deed made with the date of 2020, day of 20 something, and by a special commissioner grantor and grantee within this that was the grantor in person pursuance of the authority vested in him in an order of the Circuit Court of the County of West Virginia entered within the date of the 20-something in civil action therein pending delaying the mineral interest of the particular described below with the grantee. Therefore, the deed witness for the grantor grants for the guarantee of the subject of the provision horizontal well unit under the Oil Gas Conservation Commission blank and the lease terms provided there and further subject to all their liens and encumbrances for the director of the certain oil and gas mineral interest county of West Virginia, more particularly described in the cited order of the Circuit Court as filed with the here insert of the description as order witness the following signature. Special Commissioner, prior to delivery of the Special Commissioner's deed, no deed from the owner and served to another party shall serve with any of the benefits subsection of the ownership of the serve of the deed doing is so voided and unenforceable. After the date of Special Commission deeds authorized herein on the trip of the owner grantees until the receipt of the procedure for the due of the payable of horizontal well attributed to the mineral interest specified in the Special Commissioner's deed accruing before and after the date of the Special Commissioner's deed. The applicant may not be joined as a part of the served as a copy of all the pleading with the other papers filed with the proceeding with the intervened at any time the served of the owner must provide with a record Special Commissioner for the deed with the applicant with the other necessary information reasonably required that the applicant become the applicant any of the operator with the obligation to provide payment to the served owner. Payment by the applicant shall relieve the participator operator of the liability whosoever the participating operators may have the unknown unlocatable interest owner of the heirs of the successor of the assignment of respect for the payment of the all operators horizontal well operators operation therein and all production from the operation. 13. A surface owner does not have the file with the petition pursuant to the subsection of the 6th year of the day with the notice of the surface owner provided herein with the amount payable to prescribe for the unlocatable interest owner with the interest included with the horizontal well unit shall be paid with the oil and gas reclamation fund established in 22.629 of this code. Payment shall relieve the participating operator liability participating operator with respect to the horizontal well unit all operations therein production therefrom to unknown unlocatable interest owner with their heirs successor for the same with any of the ownership of the owner overlying owner unknown unlocatable interest owner the unknown and locatable interest of the heirs successor for the assignment thereof and to recover any past future perceived accrued from the property subject of the deed to recover any of the right and the title of the interest of the mineral interest subject to the deed. Alright, if unknown, unlocatable interest to the owner and the heirs except for the assignment that appear for the proceeding with a circle with the unknown, unlocatable interest of the if he or she is establishes his or her claim satisfaction in circuit court shall be entitled to proceed with the amount of the payment connection horizontal well unit production therefrom and the end of the day with appearance proceed with the free with the participating operator petitions or the owner shall have no liability on unlocatable interest owners of the heir and successor assignment of the amount paid with respect to the unknown unlocatable interest of the horizontal well production therefrom paid in accordance with the subsection. If any of the part of the section is judged for the unconstitutional invalidation should not affect the validity remaining parts of the section to the same of the provision section shall have hereby declared to be servable. 22C98 Secondary Recovery of Oil Unit Operators. I'm going to cut the tape there.